She's Lola. She's lost on land again. They lost my friend. Lost on land again.
So driving around up here in the North Woods is nothing like what I expected it to be. I don't really know what I expected it to be. This is way harsh land. You can see all the trees are leaning way over and stuff from all the wind and snow and ice and treachery that they have. Yeah, definitely a summertime destination. I thought, towards the end of May would be summer enough. It's apparently not. Yeah, it's still cold, guys. It's like 42 degrees this morning. So anyway, I'm cruising on up this road a little further and see if I can see Katahdin. There she is, Mount Katahdin. Am I going to climb up there today? Oh, heck no. This is about as far as I'm going to go. When there's snow in the road, that's my clue. I am too early in the season. Isn't this beautiful? It's Baxter State Park. You can tell this is a well-used area because of the way they have taken all the bark off the birch trees. Poor guys. You gonna be alright? Do you hear that? Silence. So Mount Katahdin is the tallest point in the state of Maine. It's a little over 5,300 feet, I believe. It is the northern terminus of the Appalachian Trail. My daughter walked there from Georgia, y'all. Very impressive. So if you don't know what the Appalachian Trail is, it is a footpath. It's 2,180 miles from Maine to Georgia. Although a lot of hikers start in Georgia and head to Maine, it can go either way. There's lots of different ways to do the thru hike. But that behind me, that is Katahdin. So the statistics are quite staggering on the thru hike of the Appalachian Trail. Most people who begin it do not make the whole way for whatever reason. Injury, they get bored, something happens at home, it wasn't what they thought it was. Probably 50% of them will go, well, it wasn't at all what I thought it was. That's hard. And most of the hikers that I've talked to, that's what they think too. But yeah. No joke, guys. No joke. Alright, those clouds are coming in, and I don't want to get caught up here in any kind of rain or snow episode. So I'm going to head on out back down to New Hampshire today. Let's see how that goes. This is pretty fabulous. Pretty fabulous. I'm glad I came. I got to see where my daughter ended up. If you ever see this, Jessie, I am so proud of you. You are a true badass. Cool. Not sure if he's going to take off or he's just going to go across the water. He's just using that for a boat. I thoroughly enjoyed my little drive through the back roads of Maine on my way to New Hampshire. This is truly a beautiful state. I would imagine that fall is just amazing. Not that spring was bad. I think the thing I liked best about coming when I did is that there were no crowds. I can't imagine what this place would look like in June or July. And there were a few black flies and things like that, but overall, it was really nice. It was perfect. It got a little chilly, but you can always put more clothes on. My next stop was in the White Mountains of New Hampshire. I was just as excited to visit this area as I was Maine. This is also an area that the Appalachian Trail traverses through, and it's supposed to be one of the most difficult as well as one of the most beautiful areas. So I was super excited. I did what I thought was a ton of research about the area before I headed out, and I had several different free campsites to choose from that I wanted to try to camp at. Well, none of those worked out quite as planned. Everything I read said that everything in Maine opened around the middle of May. Well, this was the middle of May, but not everything was open yet. In fact, hardly anything was. So when I planned this trip, it never occurred to me that it's still winter up here. The roads are still closed for the winter, and most of the campgrounds are still closed. Oops. Not sure what I'm gonna do. Find a parking lot to park in and contemplate this situation. Alright, well, like I said, this wasn't supposed to be the plan, but this is what's going on today. So I'm gonna drive around and check this campground out a little bit. And then since I paid for it, I might as well utilize amenity. Maybe grab a shower real quick. Sure wish they had a laundry. I can certainly do with some laundry. Kind of party. But yeah, nobody here. Y'all stay lost, my friends.